just after Ronin Pro Wrestling 7 here at Broward College Gym in South Florida, Pembroke Pines. And Leva Bates had an incredible match with Angel Rose tonight. The fans were really into it. Leva, what is it like being here at Ronin? What's it like working Ronin and just the type of talent?
I love Ronin. Ronин's awesome. Well, Ronin, I was there since the beginning, so that's kind of cool. They gave me a lot of freedom, and they kind of just let me run with it. So I appreciate that, and I respect that, and I love that, because I love that they have that much faith and trust in me. And I have that much faith and trust in them. They're just a great group of guys, and a lot of fun to work with. I enjoy working here. They always bring me someone awesome wrestle, whether it's Angel Rose or Crazy Mary Dobson. I would love to finish that feud with her. Yeah, I just love it here. It's like a second home.
Leva Bates, you are an alum, a student of the Team 3D Academy in Kissimmee, Florida, Bubba Ray and Devon's school. What was that experience like for you working and training there?
It's amazing. It really is, because you have one of the greatest tag teams in pro wrestling, period, teaching you. So not only do you learn the correct basics, you learn psychology, you learn tag team, you learn promos, you learn characters. They have a personal trainer there, so you actually have someone to teach you how to work out properly and just kind of put you on the right path. Oh, you want to work this body part? Here's what you need to do. Leva, you're not really holding people up properly. Let's work you out work with this muscle group. Oh, you're injured? Here's how you rehab this. So it's really cool there, and it's just... It's someone you grew up watching, and then now they're teaching you. It's so funny though, I don't even see them as like, oh, it's, you know, the Dudley Boys I used to watch on TV. I call them my two dads, Bubba and Devon, you know. But they're great. Like, you have Matt wrestling, like Devon's just the best at that, and then you have Bubba, who really pounds like psychology and characterization and promos in your head. It's just, you get the best of everything with them. So it was such an amazing experience, and definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Some people are like, I don't know if I can afford wrestling school. Do it, because you want to learn properly. Not only do you learn how to do it right, but you also learn to protect yourself. Because there's some people out there that's not going to be trained properly. So you have to know, all right, this person doesn't do it right. Here's how I can protect myself. And you learn that there. So it's definitely worth it.
Now Orlando has become a hotbed for professional wrestling. And I'm at a show at Full Sail, and Enzo Amore and Big Cass Colin Cassidy are in the ring, and they introduce Blue Pants to the wrestling world. And here comes Blue Pants, and the crowd starts getting into this. They start chanting Blue Pants. And here is this new character born, so to speak. What was that experience like? And you've gotten some more work from them.
Absolutely.
Because of it.
I've been on NXT 7 times now on the actual televised show, and I've done live shows with them now. Is it 7, 8? I have to count. It's too late to count.
It's several.
It's amazing. It's one of those. It's when lightning strikes, you just gotta roll with it.
What were you expecting that night? Right, exactly. What were you expecting that night?
I was supposed to be a one-timer. Like, just come in, help Carmella debut. And it just took off. So they kind of ran with it. Like, wow, the crowd really got into it. Let's bring her back for the second time and see what happens. And they bring her back for a third time. Oh my God, they went nuts. And then it's just, they keep bringing me back. So it's just, I don't even know how to explain it. I love the fans, and I don't know if they see themselves in me, because I am probably the biggest fangirl you ever meet. I really am. So I don't know if they see that in themselves, and they're like, yeah, one of us is out there finally, or they just can, I don't know, Blue Pants is just happy to be there. And like, let's say you're a big wrestling fan and you get picked to do something, you'd be happy to be there too. So I don't know, maybe it's just a happy-go-lucky attitude, and just, I don't know. I don't even know.
It's just ride the wave.
Thankful that people are behind it and they love it, and they continue to still love it. I figured by now it's almost, I think it's been what, 9, 10 months, maybe 11 months, and it's still going strong, if not even stronger. So I don't know. It's amazing. It really is amazing. I had no idea this was going to happen, and I am thankful every day for the opportunities I get because of it.
And one of those opportunities, you were featured on WWE.com.
I was.
What was that like too when that happened?
That was surreal. Kind of a moment to mark off your bucket list. There's a lot of bucket list moments I've got to mark off recently within the last couple of years, so that was definitely one.
Were you surprised when they approached you with that and said, hey, we want to do something on
this? Oh yeah,
this?
they gave me a phone call. Actually, it was a phone call. Hey, we want to do this. And I'm like, absolutely. So we set up a time and we did it. And I didn't know, when I do interviews, I never know if I'm saying the right thing or doing the right thing. I just talk. And I hope it's the right thing. So I'm like, I hope I don't mess up anything. And people seem to really like it and get behind it. So
you got a lot of good feedback from friends and just everybody on social media.
It really seemed to blow up online. So.
Now, to catch you on social media or Facebook or Twitter with fans, where do you tell them to go?
I do Twitter mostly. It's Wrestling Leva, all one word, Wrestling Leva on Twitter. I think my profile picture is a headshot. So, if you see a sad Keanu on the moon and looking down at me, you're at the right Twitter page. I'm on Instagram. I do Instagram a lot because I'm a very visual person. And because of cosplay, I do a lot of pictures, and they're all crazy pictures. Wrestling Leva on there as well. I have a fan Facebook. I try to update as much, but sometimes I don't get to it as much. But it's Leva Bates official FB page. I do that. I honestly just repost whatever I post on
the
Instagram
others
and Twitter and my Geek Soapbox show. Make sure you check out my shows, The Geek Soapbox. It's on YouTube. It's me and Lee Ponton. You can find that, The Geek Soapbox. So check that out. I think that's it. I mean, I have a tout. Does anyone still tout? Does anyone still do Vine? I don't have Periscope yet, because my argument for Periscope
What's your argument?
What happened to tout? So, what happened to Vine? I don't have a lot of free time, so I don't have time for this. I might get it. I don't know. I have a couple friends. I have Daphne trying to talk me into it, and even Rhea Riley. She's like, Leva, you should get a Periscope. You would be a fun Periscoper. And I'm like, it's gonna die like tout, guys. Or Google Plus. I have a Google Plus too, if y'all can find it. I haven't updated it in like a year or two.
But you got it all.
Yeah, I got it all.
Except for Periscope right now.
I got it all, y'all.
Yeah.
Periscope. See, I don't know. Maybe I should get one. I don't know. I'll probably be Wrestling Leva under there, or Leva Bates. So, if you're on the social media, just type in Leva Bates and see what you find.
Leva, I've seen you at Comic-Con shows. I've seen you a while. I'm happy for your success, for everything.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing, and thanks for taking the time as always.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Ronin Pro 7 in the locker room at Pembroke Pines at the Broward College Gym. And this is Mark Silva. This man is huge. He's a strong wrestler. He's one of the guys going today, one of the top talents here at Ronin. Mark, first, what is it like being here in Ronin Pro Wrestling?
It's great being in Ronin Pro Wrestling. It's a great area. I love getting down to South Florida, of course. You can always love that. The great fans tonight. And it's really well put together show. So you always appreciate professional shows when you come to them. And it's been a show that I've been looking to get on for a while. So I'm glad I got down here and experienced it. And it exceeded my expectations. It was great stuff. It was really good.
Mark, where are you from and how did you get your start?
Okay, I'm from Perth, Australia, which is the only big city on the west coast of Australia, for those that don't know. I got my start. I came over here in 2010 to learn how to wrestle under the tutelage of Alpha and the Wild Samoan Training Academy just out of Orlando, Florida. So I've been living here off and on for the last 5 years or so.
When you're getting started like that and you're in another country, just for you, what does it take to find somewhere to train?
Well, I was in a situation where I actually bumped into a couple of Alpha's nephews Rikishi, if you know the name, obviously Count Black Pearl and Gangrel were down touring in Australia, and I was sort of looking after them while they were down there. I'd never wrestled before, but I was into bodybuilding at that stage, and they sort of took a look at me and said, you know, if this is something you think you want to do, go to my uncle's school, you know, make the move, you're the shot, because they're signing guys like you all the time in the WWE. So that's actually how I got into it.
What do you think about it so far? How much do you like it?
I love it, love it. So, I mean, I've relocated here, obviously, so it's become my whole life. I was fortunate enough to get signed by the WWE in 2012, so that was good. So then unfortunately I got injured before I got to start with them. So we're just working our way back into things here. So I plan to make it my life and my career. So I love it.
What was it like working with them a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, my experience with them was pretty good. They're a very professional company, obviously a massive company, a juggernaut, you know, so it's a big step up as far as you go from indie wrestling to a massive corporation, you know, so you're expected to act a certain way and be very professional, and so it's just learning the ropes on that front, and obviously the ins and outs and the politics of a big company, so it's definitely a change of scenery.
What did your family back in Australia think when you're there saying, okay, I'm going to try this, I'm going to try to become a pro wrestler?
I don't think they took me seriously at the start. It was just one of those things. I don't think they took me seriously.
Because it's not that big over there, am I right, or no?
It's big in the sense that, I mean, it's probably similar to here as far as the WWE and the big companies like TNA, WCW back in the day. So they still have big exposure on pay TV there. So, yeah, but as far as the whole indie scene over there, it's almost non-existent. So there's a couple of few good companies around, but it's very non-existent in that sense. So to move all the way here, I think my dad was like, yeah, sure you're gonna, yeah, sure you're gonna. But then I said, you know what, I've got to do it while I'm young and give it a shot. And then it was a bit, I think they were in shock when I did it, but they've been so supportive, so they've been good.
Have they got to see it all, whether it be through DVD videos or YouTube or anything? Have they got to see you wrestle?
Yeah, they've been over here a couple of times since I've been here, so they've seen me live. And obviously they stay in contact with the internet and stuff like that, so they can see me on YouTube and all that type of jazz. So they definitely keep track of what I'm doing over here, that's for sure.
And lastly, when you're working out and all, what type of weights are you working with as far as how much are you lifting? I mean, you're just, I mean, I'm stepping back a little bit here because you're just so physically strong, so physically in shape.
It depends. I don't really max it out too much anymore.
Is it more reps than it is the actual weight?
For the pump these days. I mean, in my old days, I used to, you know, my best bench press is probably about 600.
Only 600?
Only 600. My best deadlift's about 800, and my best squat's probably around 700 to 800 as well. So, you know, but I try not to go after them too much anymore. There's more risk than the reward these days, you know, and I've already got the muscles, so I don't need it. You know?
Mark, thank you so much.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Here in the locker room, Ronin Pro Wrestling 7 Broward College Gym in Pembroke Pines, South Florida.
I'm Aaron Agony. This is my tag team partner, Gabriel Black, and we are the Legion of Wolves.
Guys, what's it like being here in Ronin? What's it like forming this tag team?
Oh, you know, it's really cool. Me and Gabe have known each other for a long time, so it's nice to kind of finally be able to do stuff together, and also not only be able to be comfortable with the tag team partner and have someone we can work well together, but a great company like Ronin who has all of these great talent and you know, always constantly changing things up, and it's been a blast so far.
It's definitely been a blast. It's a roller coaster ride of talent back here. But Legion of Wolves, we're here to show you what true heart, true spirit, and true determination is.
Yeah, we're hungry.
Because Aaron Agony and Gabriel Black, even the two biggest dudes here couldn't stop us. Because that Ronin 7, you know, Deimos, Silva, we got your number.
When you're in a match like that and you're wrestling two giants like that too, do you guys feed off the crowd? Because you guys are the underdogs from the crowd standpoint. So how does that work for you guys when you're doing something like that?
Well, definitely. I mean, especially with being someone that obviously is smaller people, so the crowd identifies us with a little better because they see those monstrous people and they're like, wow, that's like someone my size going against these monsters and prevailing, which is not an easy feat. But you know, some experience between the two of us. The ball has really been rolling here with Ronin.
Well, I'm sure the crowd kept him alive tonight. Like, he really took a beating, and
yeah, you could see that. You could really see that,
dude,
too.
all over the place, man. Like, on his back, it's crazy. But that the more beating he took, it was just the more pissed I got, and the crowd was getting behind us, and just that fire exploded out of the corner after he finally got to me after all of the beating and beating.
What makes you guys like to do this?
Oh man, it's definitely, I mean, with the brotherhood aside, that's great. You have, guys in the locker room that, you really can trust and go to war with, and then go to war against also. And also, the crowd reaction is really great, and being in the spotlights, it's just a whole experience on its own. But yeah, I mean, countless things.
Yeah, more than just the roar of the crowd, the drive of the audience. For me personally, I love the physicality in it and the competitiveness. Like, I have a background amateur, and that's mano a mano, and this is just the same here at Ronin. Everybody's hungry, everybody's thriving for it, but I can guarantee you one thing, Legion of Wolves, we're the most hungry. We want it, and we want to make you happy doing it.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Definitely, buddy.